What's going on, everyone? Alliance Orc here, and welcome back to another video. And in this video, a lot of people talk about the stuff that is going away, or the stuff that will no longer be available in the War Within drops. But today I wanted to do something different. I want to take a different approach. I want to talk about some of the more minute details of some stuff that will be happening when the War Within launches, for those that do not know. And I will, of course, be starting all the way back in BFA. Yes, the BFA raids are soloable, but I do happen to notice a lot of people struggle with Mythic Restless Cabal, which, in all fairness, the boss drops you to a 10% health cap. So Mythic Crucible of Storms will be a lot more manageable solo for those who are not quite like 510 plus. I mean, bear in mind, I'm a scrub and I'm only 493, and even I struggle with killing Restless Cabal. That will be no longer an issue, and you'll be able to just steamroll this whole raid. Like I said, that's one of the smallest details of what we'll be covering. And the only other one I could really think to cover in Battle for Azeroth is in the Eternal Palace, because for those that do not know, Zakil, Harbinger of Nyalotha, has what a lot of people are calling the Tusks of Manaroth 2.0. Now, I say 2.0 because the Pauldrons of Zakul have roughly about the same drop rate as the Tusks of Manaroth. Only drops from Heroic and Mythic, and you know, the Eternal Palace on Mythic, it does take a little bit of time to get through. Like, you can't just run in one-shot everything like you can in Siege. The good news is about these shoulders, though, is they look sick, and it takes literally like an eighth of the amount of time to clear the Eternal Palace as it does for Siege of Orgrimmar. And I think about the most RP you get is at Ashvane, and that's not even that much. So, you know, the Pauldrons of Zakul. And, one other thing. Because of warbands, you can farm these shoulders on any tune. So long as you have a plate wearer in your warband, no matter who this drops for, you will learn it. The same goes for the Tusks of Manaroth, for those who did not get it in Remix. But yeah, that's a little something to look forward to for you farmers. And of course, the Nyalotha All-Seer, the like 9-eyed jellyfish from N'Zoth on Mythic. Now, N'Zoth is soloable. Let's clear that up right now. He is very soloable. But it's going to become a lot easier to solo N'Zoth, because, you know, higher level, more face roll, big damage, cry more. You know, we're going to be able to see more people with this jellyfish mount. And I actually know someone who's farming this right now 20 times a week. So, you know, I hope he gets it if he's watching this. Good luck to you. Shadowlands. All the Shadowland raids will be legacy bound, meaning you can actually go in, get a sizable amount of drops from all the bosses. But a few things we need to point out that's worth farming from Nathria to start with. Okay, it's not even here, but Denathrius has a pet, the Will of Remornia, which is literally your own sentient sword. And fun fact, this sword does kill any nearby critters, which is a really nice little bonus effect it does. But let's just take a moment and appreciate a lot of the transmog that you're going to be able to farm from Shadowlands now that it will be becoming legacy bound. And first off, let's start off with, and this is just plate wearers, because of how much more accessible Anima is going to be, and the fact that Anima is account bound. You can send it to other characters. Accessing these transmogs are going to be so much easier. Some of them will require work, but the ones that are tied to renown are going to be substantially easier. And for all my plate wearers out there, I am talking to you all. You will finally be able to get this suit for yourself. Let's talk about this transmog real quick. I have seen Castle Nathria groups where there is one person in the group who is a plate wearer, and they specifically put in the title, no plate wearers. Like, people have been banning and kicking plate wearers from groups just to get their hands on this set. But with that, we also have, well, these are all very much acquirable right now, but we also have the Sanctum of Domination sets that will be more easily acquirable, as well as the Sepulchre sets, which there is a few specific pieces I need to shout out real quick from the Shadowlands, and that is the Sanctum Gloom Charger will be now easily farmable 4 times a week per tune. This drops from all difficulties off of the 9, from LFR to Mythic. Every time you kill this boss, you will have a chance at this horse. So milk that one while you can. The the Eye of the Jailer being soloable is going to yield access to his Eye of All-Seeing and Eye of Extermination pet, along with which one is it? Soul Render Dormazine. I really hope I'm saying that right. Also drops a pet in Iron Grasp, as well as I think Kel'Thuzad even drops a pet. Yeah, the Maulsworn minion drops from Kel'Thuzad, and for all the hunters out there, you guys are going to be foaming like rabid minions. You are going to be able to solo Sylvanas for Ray Shalara Death's Whisper. But wait, hunters, there's some more. Hunters, you guys are eating, because Sylvanas also has a cape. Hold on, let me see if I can get this to show up. Hunter. There it is, the Dark Ranger's Quiver. This is a cape transmog piece that so many hunters have been foaming for from Sylvanas. I've actually seen the bow drop several times running this raid for another thing that will be easily farmable in Vengeance, the Undead Dragonhawk. But I've seen Racial Ara drop so many times, but I have never seen the Dark Ranger's Quiver drop even once. The Quiver will be farmable on all difficulties. Because watch, Raid Finder, Quiver. Normal, Quiver. And Legendary Bow. So hunters, go make Sylvanas. See why you're truly simping for her, because she's got the good stuff. Hold on a second, actually. Hold on a second. Normal. Oh no. Let me correct myself, hunters. You got 3 quivers to farm from Sylvanas. You guys are eating in this raid. Like, let's be real. So make sure you start up those skip quests on your hunter frame 1, because you guys are going to be getting real nice bonding time with Sylvanas. I don't know how it's going to work with warbands. I'm quite sure that the quiver is personal loot, but I will make an update on that as time progresses. And then from Sepulchre, we do of course have the Zareth Overseer mount from Mythic Jailer. But another thing I want to shout out from Jailer is the Gavel of the First Arbiter. First off, look at how well this matches this transmog set. And second off, this is the Mace of the Jailer. And then there is the Forbidden Truth, which is what spawns that little, like, cypheretic head that follows casters around. It's essentially like a head for the Warlock artifact, but it's usable for all classers. Anyone who can use it offhand can transmog it into this forbidden truth, and there is another one that drops from Helandris known as the Obscured Fractal Prism. All of these are going to be farmable as well. And, you know, I got to shout this out as well because we do have a video on how to unlock the protoform synthesis on this channel. And there are very specific mounts. Not that one. Ignore the Warstalker. But we have very specific mounts on this list that have items that are specifically locked behind a chest, which I will be making a video on how to unlock, and Levian, Principal Architect, because he drops a very specific item for protoform synthesis. Like I said, there's a lot to unravel and a lot of stuff coming, but we're still not done, because with us moving on to the War Within, it will be actually a lot easier to get into groups for those mythic kill achievements for Firalath, which is not being removed, if I may add. There has been no word of Firalath being removed, as well as a Neuralos, which is the mount from Mythic Firalath. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick so you guys can see it. For those that don't know, this mount from Mythic Firalath also unlocks a Druid Flight Form and unlocks a Hunter Pet that can only be tamed when you have this mount. So, not needless to say, and I've already said I will be doing weekly Fyrakk runs a little bit into the expansion, because I need Fyrakk just as much as you guys. So we're all going to band together. We're all going to get our mounts. Make sure you're subscribed so you get those update community posts on when I am running this. But I will be doing Fyrakk as much as humanly possible to get this mount. But let's not forget about Tendril, who also has the Flaming Boomkin form, or Laradar, who has the Hearthstone of the Flame. These items will be substantially easier to farm because this Hearthstone actually has a very, very good drop rate, and it only is rollable for people who do not have it. As well as the Mythic Transmog will be easier to acquire from here. As well as the embodiment of Blazing from Fyrakk, as well as the embodiment of the Hellforged, which is going to turn your Highlander Drake to look like Kazara. And plus, Aberith has many of good transmog from there, as well as the Evoker Legendary, which is also not being removed. So yeah, there's going to be tons of stuff to do, as well. You know, we're not even done. As well as the ability to change your renewed Proto Drake to look like Razageth. That will also still be around. And to wrap everything up in a pretty little bow, we have the Tyvon mount for those who do not have it. A lot of the achievements will be a lot more bearable to do because there's not going to be many people there stealing what you need, or you're going to be able to kill stuff a lot faster. So yeah, there's a lot of minute details that are becoming available through past content that people just are kind of overlooking if they're kind of missing it. But trust me, there's going to be plenty to come. Not even in the War Within, but in everything since past. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this video up. If you enjoyed, do consider subscribing. It helps the channel out a lot as we are pushing for 500 subscribers before the end of the year. And I will see you guys in the next video.